Hi, Aquarius. Well, this is the reading that found you. These are the cards that flipped out for you. And Aquarius, I feel like you're almost in a sense of loss. You're trying to navigate a life without something or something that you have lost, someone you have lost. And many of you, I'm getting have lost someone dear to you, a male figure. I'm getting a father or a grandfather, someone who is very dear to you, and you're trying to navigate a life without them. Now, the thing is that I'm seeing here, beautiful things are on the horizon for you, amazing, beautiful things. I'm getting for some of you, you've been struggling for so long financially, you've been struggling for so long that you're having a hard time both believing and acclimating to a new prosperous journey. You're having a hard time coming out of this. I feel like some of you are really sort of looking at where you've been in your life. You're wondering if you should have made different decisions. You're wondering if you're feeling a sense of regret even. Spirit's here to remind you that you were on this path for a reason. It's all a lesson. We'll get into this here. So the first card that flipped out from the Uncommon Tarot is the Five of Coins. Now the Five of Coins, of course, speaks to a lack mentality. Mentality is the key word here, okay? Because this is not permanent. This is not permanent. I feel like this is where your mind is right now. And with the child looking back, you're looking back at your past. You're reviewing, poverty and decisions and things like that. And it's humbling you in a sense where you don't feel your full adult self. I feel like there's a part of you that feels like a bit like an orphan. And for those of you who have lost someone dear, I'm so sorry. You have my deepest condolences. That is so hard to go through. And it doesn't, it's not like it just gets better the next day or the next day. It's a process, it's a process. I think you're looking back at your childhood, you're healing childhood wounds, you're understanding childhood wounds, where you were hurt as a child, things that should not have happened to you for some of you as a child. Some of you had to grow up very fast as a child. It's almost like this child is carrying something. You have a weight on you. There was a weight on you as a child. You were a burden to carry. And you're constantly, I'm getting for some of you, you're constantly in a thought process of this. You don't want to have this continue in your life. You don't want this to be your mindset. But it's easier said than done to break out of it, This has been a part of your journey. So, the good news is what we're going to get into next here. And I really, really love this for you. So the first card that flipped out from the Crow deck was the Three of Wands. You're forging a new path without even realizing it. I'm also showing here that even though this is the Five of Coins, there's stars here, meaning your ancestors are looking out for you. Spirit is looking out for you. Guardians, there's guardians from the beyond looking out for you. Again, the star. You're following the star. You're following the spiritual aspect of things. I think you're well in tune, or you're becoming more in tune with your ancestors and with those who have crossed over, because they're helping you cross over in this realm. And that's the beautiful thing. I'm getting some of you, this person left early, unexpectedly, but in doing so, they're going to be able to help you in an otherworldly way where they would not have been able to here on earth. They wouldn't have had that power. You are being closely watched by people who love you dearly. And if you look at these wands, it's almost like they're glowing. They're golden wands. This is a beautiful path ahead. I feel like at this point, you know that you do have prospects. You do have to move forward. I think you're a little bit hesitant. You're in your feels about it. You're having some emotions about it. Again, I'm looking at the sea emotions with the water. You are up in your emotions, and this is probably very understandable that you feel this way. You've been through a lot, Now the next cup up, the word cup comes out here. But the next card up is the Two of Cups. So this is a beautiful union. Some of you may be finding someone who is really going to set your heart on fire, someone who's going to be there for you. For those of you who aren't really looking for a relationship, it may find you anyway. And for others, this may not be a relationship with a romantic partner, but rather you returning to a sense of self, understanding the beauty within life, the way nature plays on one another. I'm getting that there's a very strong nature vibe to the physical realm that you're living in now. A connection, if you will. You're making connections with people. You're learning how to befriend people again and be one with the world again. Because I feel like when you go through a sense of loss, it's almost like you feel disconnected from society. You can't help it. It's part of life, unfortunately. We go through that. Now, the tying energy between these two cards is the Hierophant. So again, we have that a very noble energy, an educational energy. You're learning things. You're learning how to navigate this path. I'm also getting, again, a father figure. For some of you, there may be a new masculine energy that comes into play here to help you on this journey. Someone here who's going to work as a guide. And if you look here too, the Hierophant, the pillars on each side, it's almost like a gateway. You're crossing through a threshold, through a gateway. Now, for others of you, I am seeing a business venture that you're a little bit timid about because you've been living kind of, things haven't been easy. Things have not been easy for you financially, and you're a little bit hesitant. That's understandable, but I feel like you're going to take a responsible path forward. I'm also getting, for some of you, water. You're moving to a place where there's better water. You were in a place where the water was soiled. Okay, the water was tainted. I'm getting that you couldn't drink the tap water. You couldn't drink the tap water. And that's somewhat, again, nature and the physical realm connected, where water is our life source, and if you're in a place where you can't even drink the tap water, you're going to stay in a place that's not pleasant. It's not going to suit you. It's not going to benefit you. To move on to something better. The water is going to be clean. It's going to flow. You're going to be able to drink the water. You're going to be able to drink from this cup. Spirit's telling you not to worry. This too shall pass. Everything's going to be all right. All right, my loves. I hope this helps. Until next time, over and out.